A very good morning to you. This is, of course, the Chat Up with me, Jamie, right here on Relax Radio. Hope you are having yourself an amazing, amazing day so far. This is, of course, the show where we trap you with the best of conversation. So make sure that you keep it tuned right here on Relax Radio. With that being said, now today's topic of discussion, we've been talking about something very, very interesting. We've been talking about Zen zoning, and we've talking about how to find your personal Zen space. And now, if you're just tuning in and if you're just listening in, well, then we've spoken about what exactly a Zen zone is. And I told you how a Zen zone basically is how you connect or how you find your own personal space of calm and serenity, right? Now, what I want to do rather is to help you find this sense of relief, find this sense of peace by finding your Zen zone. Now, a lot of celebrities out there use use a Zen zone in order to unplug from the world, to disconnect from the world, and to achieve happiness. So I thought, well, why not share with you as well a few things that you can do in order to ensure that you find your own personal Zen zone. Now, with that being said, I completely understand that sometimes life is busy, it's overwhelming, and it's a jumbling, multitasking, a lot of different tasks and activities at the same time. And that's why life can truly get stressful sometimes, even if you don't have a lot of things scheduled for today. Um, Life is just stressful. Just being a human being in a world that's moving so fast is quite hard most often. So that's why I want you to find your Zen zone, and that's where your Zen zone comes in. It gives you the setting and the opportunity to get refocused and for you to find your center. Now, your Zen zone can put you back in the moment where you have this sense of new awareness almost of things that you have been missing all day. Simple experiences that kind of might seem trivial to most people, like deep breaths and feeling the sunlight on your skin is going to be so ecstatic. Like, I don't know if you understand, but little things like feeling the warmth on your skin or feeling the cold breeze on your skin or understanding how your breath works, simple things like that become so magical when you do find your Zen zone, and when you do understand how to place yourself in that nature of a serenity and calmness. Now, it's your place to let go of stress as well as strengthen and realign not just your mind, but your body and your spirit. So, what exactly can you as a person do to take or rather do, or what steps can you take in order to create a Zen zone of your own? And that's what I want to help you out with. I want to help you out to find your own space after a busy day of work where you can relax and, refocus your energy into. Now, the first thing that you need to remember if you're genuinely interested in finding your own Zen zone and finding this sense of peace is to start with a clean slate. Now, why that I mean is I want you to find a specific place in your house where it can be a really tiny place, but it doesn't matter. Just pick a place and remove all visual distractions and clutter. Make sure that it is as neat as it can get. Make sure that it's very minimalistic. It doesn't need to be flashy. It doesn't need to be extravagant, but find a little place where you aren't going to be distracted by other people or by whatever that's hanging on the walls or whatever ornaments that's there, and remove. Therefore, I want you to start with a clean slate, and how you do that is remove all visual and non-visual distractions and remove all clutter. Now, a clean and composed space is naturally soothing, and if you hear this and you're just like, oh no, that's not how it works in my life, well, I beg to differ, and I am telling you that I want you to try it at least once, right? Okay, I want you to find a clean and composed space, and I assure you, if you haven't tried it up until today, I assure you that it's super soothing. Okay, preserve floor space and have an open area so that you can stretch a little bit. Built in concealed storage helps to keep the floor plan open and put anything that clutters up in the environment behind closed doors and drawers. So find some room where it's very minimalistic, like I said. Room to move will help you feel expansive and will help you combat the sensation of stress from a busy schedule. So definitely start out with a clean slate. And the other thing that I do want you to do is something that you should definitely invest on in this little area that you created for yourself for meditation, for refocusing your energy to find your Zen zone. This little area that you created for yourself needs to have low impact colors. Now, I know you're probably thinking, oh, that's not worthy investment and I can't be bothered to do all of that. But trust me when I say little things like this truly help you understand the bigger picture of life and helps you in general to take in life so much better. Okay, so that's why one thing again you need to do is to use low impact colors. Avoid charged colors such as reds and oranges and yellows, and use colors like a white, more neutral colors, white and a light blue or a green or a lavender to set the tone for relaxation. Smooth lines in the design and the elimination of just jarring color changes leave the space, in my opinion, very visually and aesthetically flowing and open. So, what that's going to do is it's going to help you flow all of the negativity out and open yourself to all the positivity that you can gather. Focus on comfort when selecting furnishings. If you want this room, if you want to take this little space that you created for yourself to the next level, then go ahead and invest in some very comforting furnishings. Go with whatever works the best for you, whether that means puffy cloud like couches or a simple yoga mat on the floor. Just figure out what you want and figure out what helps you relax the best. And I feel like most of you who are probably quite cynical about this idea, or most of you that feel like, this isn't actually going to work for me, haven't actually tried this, and you're not bothered enough, or you feel like before you try it, you feel like, no, this kind of thing doesn't really work for me. But I want you to give it a go. If it doesn't work, if you do try it, if you truly give it your all and it doesn't work, well, then I guess I'm wrong and I guess it just doesn't work for you, but that's okay. I want you to try it at least once. So create this room for yourself. It doesn't matter how big or small it is, just have a little space so you could move around and, create this Zen zone for yourself where as soon as you enter this space or this area, you are going to let go of all your worries and all your stress and just concentrate on your breathing. Listen to everything that is happening around you, close your eyes and focus on your energy. If you could do that, oh my goodness, I cannot even tell you, I cannot even start to tell you how good it is, how beneficial it is, not just for you, for your physical attributes, but it's also amazing for your mental health. So I definitely want you to give it a go. And I also want you to personalize this little area that you are going to call your Zen zone. I want you to focus on the feeling you want to achieve in your space. That's the other thing, right? A lot of people, when it comes to spiritual training like this, a lot of people find or rather look forward to this set thing, whereas it differs from person to person. Even when it comes to yoga, even when it comes to meditation, you need to figure out what suits you the best. There is no ready-made solution for every single person. Okay, so I want you to personalize your Zen zone. Focus on the feeling. What kind of feeling do you want to achieve in this little space that you created for yourself? And then I want you to include elements that helps you find peace and add some sense of balance to yourself. So for me personally, it is plants and it is stones and little, I don't know, but running water for some reason tends to calm me as a person down. So invest in these little things. You can get it for such a low budget, but these are genuinely things that are going to uplift your spirit so much, and it's going to be such a worthy investment. But I would these are little things that I do in order to create this Zen zone for myself, like plants and little stones. I don't know if that makes sense to you, but I do love to have stones and ornaments with like plants and sand and running water. And these little things help me so much to find that sense of peace and relief. Now, um, include objects that are absolutely significant to you. I feel like you need to complement the room with life and sound and natural texture, because we live in a world that's so filled with, buildings and vehicles and industrialization. And to have something from Mother Nature where you can just calm down, it truly soothes your being. So include objects that are significant to you. Feature pieces add to the room's character and mood without busying up the space. Decorate with like this escapist art, if that makes any sense, or photography that like can transport you to another time and place that you find soothing. So these are little things that you can definitely do to put your mind at ease, because trust me when I tell you, your mind, it definitely deserves some ease. Now, with that being said, let's get back into some more conversation, but make sure that you keep it tuned right here on Relax Radio.